Hey guys, it's me Kelly and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I'm going to announce what college that I ended up committing to, and I'm gonna make some DIY college merch. I am going to Carnegie Mellon University. Now I'm going to embroider this sweatshirt. I'm so excited. I've never embroidered before, but for some reason I have a hoop just laying around in my house. I have this. I also have a box of string. So this is what I'm thinking about my design. I kind of just thought about it late at night one day and I opened up Snapchat real quick and I just kind of drew with my finger. So that's why it's like
ugly.
I'm not gonna draw Scotty Dog by hand because I can't. So I printed out a few sizes of the Scotty Dogs and I'm going to use this as a template. I like this one, this size. This isn't really a tutorial, it's more of like a trial and error because I've never done this before. But if it turns out good, then I guess you could use this video to try it out. I just taped my phone on the wall. I need to transfer this onto here somehow. I think this is a really good idea. I saw someone do this once. You get a needle and you just like poke holes on the paper. And I actually like it facing this way, so I'm gonna put it face down like this. Then now I'm going to get like a paint brush and just kind of like go like this on top so that it goes through the holes and it'll make a stencil. Okay, let me try that. I think my mistake was in the fact that I flipped over the picture because when I do this, the holes got covered since it was pushed in this way, so the paper folded on top of itself. So I'm back with round 2. I'm going to tape it down, stab, and then whenever I stab, I poke in the same hole with a pen. Okay, moment of truth, moment of truth, moment of truth. Perfect. Look at that. That's good. And now I need to write out Carnegie Mellon University. Voiceover Kelly here, ready to explain what I did next with this time lapse. So I started doing a backstitch outlining the Scotty Dog, and I honestly did not know what a backstitch was, but I saw someone on TikTok do it, and it didn't look that hard, so I just went with it. I'm not the best at explaining this, but you basically go out a little ahead and then go back in where you ended. Kind of like backwards loops. Pretty soon I found out that the back was messed up, so I undid those strings, cut it off, and restarted, being much more careful about paying attention to tangling strings in the back. I checked the back often afterwards to make sure it wasn't getting tangled while I was going because I did not want a big mess in the back. This technique really isn't that hard. You just need a lot of patience and focus to make sure your lines are not crooked. A lot of people say embroidery is difficult, but I honestly don't think there's a lot of skill involved. It's just a lot of precision and how much you're willing to pay attention. I did the collar in red, I did a back stitch all the way around, and then started filling it in by doing loop-de-loops, kind of, going from one side to the other and back again. Here's the collar done, and I think it looks super cute. To fill in the dog, I really didn't know how to approach it. I thought about filling it up with one giant loop from the bottom to the top and just kept on going like how I did the collar. But I thought that would end up too loose, so I stuck with smaller loops so that it would be more sturdy, I think. I made sure the stitches were randomly dispersed so that no harsh lines were noticeable. At this point, I was pulling a little too tightly, so my dog got super skinny. I noticed it later and just added horizontal lines on the top and bottom to fix the proportions. In my opinion, the trickiest part was tying the knots when the string ended. I tried all different ways and just did whatever worked. I honestly should have looked up embroidery tutorials because they would probably tell you exactly how you're supposed to knot things, but I was kind of lazy and just kind of winged this whole thing on my own. I didn't really feel like watching stuff. If you want to know how to finish off strings with knots, I'd recommend searching it up because I really can't tell you. I finally finished the dog after about 3 hours straight. I started at 11 p.m. and ended at 2 a.m. For the words Carnegie Mellon, I outlined the letters with a pen and drew out the thick brush strokes to make it look like calligraphy. I outlined the whole thing in back stitches and filled in the thicker parts after outlining them, like how I did with the dog. After finishing Carnegie, I did the same to Mellon. I ran out of that first dark red string, so I had to use a lighter red. Here is the final stitch I'm doing for this whole shirt, and that took such a long time. I tried erasing the words university that I wrote in pencil because I didn't want that anymore, but that didn't work, so I hand washed it with some laundry detergent. I did not want this hard work to go to waste, so I made sure that my embroidery was super secure. I bought iron-on mending fabric on Amazon to cover the back. This isn't really supposed to be for embroidery, but I thought it was a good idea and went with it. I cut out pieces that would work and followed the ironing instructions. This whole process from start to finish took about 10 hours. I'm just picking at the edges to make sure everything is stuck on well. I really like how it turned out. You can see a little bit of the outline through the shirt, but I think it's worth knowing that I don't have to be super extremely careful with it. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching to the end. I'm so excited to be attending Carnegie Mellon University, and I hope you liked this video. If you want more embroidery videos, leave a comment down below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. All my social media is linked down below. And if you want to see this whole embroidery process through TikToks, my username is down below and you can go watch those videos. Alright, see you next time. Bye!